Do you remember the first time you met Kelsey?
It was a long time ago, a good 7+ years ago. We actually met at the pool.
When they first started dating, or was thinking about dating, they were at the pool.
And it was a swim meet on July 16th, 2011.
I was a Gatorade for the swim team.
Emily was swimming on the swim team as Kelsey was. And all of a sudden, I said, what is Zach doing over there by the swim team?
And the next thing we know, we saw Zach sitting off in the corner of the pool deck talking to this teammate of Emily's. Really cute young lady.
You know, just kind of looking at them together and saying, wow, this is not something I ever expected. Right.
I'm hanging out by the lifeguard stand, cheering my sister on with her swimming, and Kelsey comes up to me, and we had known each other from time to time. We knew of each other, but we never really were formally introduced until I guess that day at the pool. She came up to me, and I was wearing a red Nationals cap, and
He happened to show up, and he was leaning on the lifeguard stand, and I happened to be standing there, and him and I had this weird thing. He was a junior, I was a freshman, and somehow, like all year leading up to it, he would always just say freshman, and I would say junior. And so that day he happened to look at me, and he was like, senior, and I was like, freshman, and he was like, I'm not a freshman. I was like, oh, I thought you were going to college. He's like, no, I'm going to be a senior. And I was like, okay. Or he called me a sophomore, whatever I just said. And so then we got to talking or whatever.
And he was wearing a Nationals hat and looked across the pool, and he was flirting with her.
Chris, who's the little cute blonde girl? Do you know who that is? He's like, no. Wait, she's wearing Zach's baseball cap. Who is that?
But wait a minute, that's Zach's hat.
He offered me his hat, and then I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I don't have sunglasses either. Can I wear yours? So then we got to talking, and then I happened to make a really weird status on Facebook, and I don't even remember what it was. And he commented on it and basically asked for my phone number, and then I happened to message it to him on Facebook. He couldn't find it, so I had to tell him how to find the number on Facebook Messenger. And then we got to talking, and I guess the rest is history.
First time I met them was when Chip and I got married, and I thought Zach was a heck of a nice guy.
When we got Molly, and I wanted to show her and brag about my new cute dog, and I brought her the pipe stem, and Kelsey was like, Emma, she's ugly. And I was like, so thrown off, because I thought she was the cutest dog ever. But now I know that she's not. That's okay. And Zach, I mean, I've always known Zach, not for as long as Kelsey, but he's always been on the swim team, part of the community. We've always known the Booker family, so.
No.
At one of our soccer games our freshman year, and she just introduced me and was like, hey, this is Zach. I was like, hi, nice to meet you. And then kind of went forward from there.
I was playing in the sandbox, I think when I was probably like 3 or 4 or something, and Zach came up to me and just asked, hey, do you want to play with me, like with the toys? And I was like, sure, why not?
Oh, she was the hot shots, those bitches. Oh my God, she was. And then how did we get her to come over the Comets? She was a rival. We didn't like them. She was on that stinky team. And then somehow we got her to come play for Todd. And then the rest is history.
I just kind of assumed that they've always been together. Every memory outside of like when we were kids, it was Zach and Kelsey together, because they seem so perfectly in sync with each other. That they have such like intertwining personalities that when I think of Zach, I think of Kelsey. When I think of Kelsey, I think of Zach. So I cannot remember a recent memory without them two together.
What's your favorite memory with Kelsey?
It's really hard to pick one because we've had so many great memories together. I'd say whenever we've traveled together, we've gone to visit a lot of family in a lot of different places. We've been down to Florida together to visit my family. We've been up to Pennsylvania and down to Texas to visit her family. So anytime we get to travel with each other, I think is really cool. Just to see new places and reconnect with family. It's always a good time.
New Year's Eve down in Florida, and just watching how much fun you two were having at the Eldred's New Year's Eve party.
Zach, as a high school project, him and a couple of buddies rebuilt a go-kart, and they had it all souped up, and they were driving. Zach was driving it down the road, and it was kind of dark out. It was getting sun was setting, and he took the curve coming back into the driveway a little fast, and actually hit the curb, and flipped the go-kart over, and he went flying. His glasses went flying off, and Kelsey was here at the house having dinner, and she ran out, and she immediately started calling 911, and Zach was laying in the grass, and the go-kart was engine was still running. He's, Kelsey! And she's on the phone, yes, there's been a horrible accident. Can you please send an ambulance right away? Kelsey! And Kelsey goes around, Zach! And I walked up to him and I go, okay, what happened? He goes, Kelsey! And she's like, Zach! And I heard the ambulance come and I said, okay, cancel the ambulance, Zach, get up, we're getting in the car. Kelsey, we're gonna take her to the hospital. And she was so upset and he was so upset. He's like, all I wanna do is hold you, Kelsey. And she's like, oh, Zach, all I wanna do is hold you. And I think right then it was true love defined as far as the two of them.
I've been down to the beach with him. We all went to the beach for Kelsey's graduation. We had a good time out on the beach and hanging out.
But I think what I love the most truly is when Zach laughs, and it's that belly laugh. It just makes the room laugh, and he can be watching Friends, he can be watching a Disney movie, he can be watching R-rated movies probably, and that laugh, and then her laughing in addition, it's priceless.
I guess when they went to prom the first year, or her senior prom, they got all dressed up and went to the prom and came back. And I said, what are y'all doing back? Oh, well, we didn't really want to go.
When we went down to the JMU for the football game, I've only been down there one time for one football game, but it was just, I loved that weekend. That weekend was a lot of fun.
So there was this one time when it was like May or something of my senior year in high school, and we went to JMU to go visit Zach, and it was a wild weekend. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. But we had so much fun, and I remember Zach ordered Jimmy John's, and I was like, oh my God, Kelsey, he bought us sandwiches. Like, that's so nice. And Kelsey took a shot of Bacardi 151, and I thought that was gonna be the end of Kelsey. But it was so fun. I don't know.
Probably going out for our 21st birthday, which I don't remember, but he always took care of us.
And we were playing golf, I think last year or 2 years ago for Zach's birthday, and I was killing it out there. And Zach was having a rough day, you know, like he was hitting the bunkers, the trees, everything, the water, and he was in a bad mood. And he finally hits, I think, one decent shot, and he turns over to Kelsey, and he doesn't realize she's standing right there, and he turns and hits her with the club on the side of the head. She got so pissed off at him.
So, as I'm sure you know, I love a game called Avalon, and it's not a particular memory, but every single time we play that game, it brings out like every single emotion out of Zach and Kelsey together.
Definitely when we went to Clearwater, Florida. It was awesome being out on the boat with you guys. Had a lot of fun that day.
I don't know, like I think last summer when we came to his place and we were like all you were
oh my god,
here.
yeah, that was
like
honestly so much fun.
By the bonfire, like by the fire outside.
It was us hanging out and just like telling old stories about high school. That was such a good.
Oh shit! Yeah.
You forgot we did that.
Yeah,
that was last summer. Yeah, that was really fun.
I think my favorite memories of them are like when he would come and cheer like basketball and soccer games because he's so dang loud, and I love it.
I don't know. There's so many. There's funny ones. I guess my favorite, funniest one is he got so wasted at a graduation party with his cousin Tracy, and so wasted. And he's like, unbuttoning his shirt. And I'm like, oh, this night is not gonna end well. And we go to leave, and like, Mrs. Booker, you were drunk too. So you two were feeding off of each other, and we had laid out shots that we were all gonna take of this jungle juice or whatever it was. And Zach is trying to pour these shots, and he's pouring the drinks on the table. And I'm like, dude. And I'm trying to move the cups and like get him to pour them in the cup. He's not doing it. I'm like, dude. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, you seeing double or something? And he leans into me like all suave and like has this look in his face. He's like, I may be seeing triple. And just died laughing. I was like, it's time for the Uber. We call the Uber. It's this like 65-year-old woman, because we're down in Florida, and she's the sweetest person of all time. And Zach realized that he could bang his head into the window as hard as possible. So he starts banging his head into the window. I'm like, oh my God, this kid's literally gonna break it. So we rolled down the window. So then Zach starts banging his head on the frame of the window. I'm like, oh my God, we're never gonna make it. And we make it back. He's absolutely belligerent. There were people sleeping where we were staying. So Zach comes in and he's yelling and he's running around. I'm like, go to bed. And he finally just like, okay, and went to bed. And then I got a greeting at like 7:30 the next morning at my door. Emily, if you see this video, you were there too when we got the lovely wake-up call of Zach knocking on the door. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I may still be drunk. And he's running around the apartment. And whoever watches this, I just expose the hell out of him. But that's probably one of the funniest moments of my entire life. And one of like, I guess now it's a better memory that I have. At the time I could have killed him.
Do you have anything that you want to tell Zach and Kelsey?
Oh, love each other to pieces forever.
Right.
Ooh, look at that. I got choked up. I didn't think I would.
If you guys continue the love that you have for each other, and I'm sure you will, you're going to make me very happy and make each other very happy. Congratulations.
Guys, congratulations. Good luck. You guys will be fine. You're a great couple. You've been through a lot. That's just how it works. Good luck. Keep the love and always communicate. And so that's what happens when 28 years you got to communicate.
Never forget this moment. Build on it. Enjoy it. Your dad and I obviously are on a similar scale and starting in a similar zone, and understanding that, as she said, there are highs and lows, and certainly celebrate the highs, trudge through the lows, but just continue to have fun.
Awesome.
And I love you both.
Kelsey, I love you. It's been almost 19 years, and I'm glad to call you my sister. Wouldn't want anyone else. And Zach, congratulations, man. I'm glad she met you 7 years ago. Wow, it's a long time. Thanks, man. Thank you for being with my sister. Really appreciate it, man. Family loves you.
I wish them the best, and I'm happy for them, and I can't wait to have great grandkids.
I mean, I have a specific thing I wanted to tell Zach, and that is Kelsey will always be mine. I love the two of you guys together. I think you guys are perfect for each other. And Zach, I wouldn't want to see Kelsey with anyone else. And Kelsey, you did well. So I'm happy for you both.
Oh, that I love you guys. Kelsey, you have been my best friend for the last 4 years. You are like the same person as me, and you keep me grounded. You're just an inspiration to me, and working together, playing soccer together, living together. It's been definitely a long journey, but I wouldn't have wanted anybody by my side except for you. And Zach, keep being weird. That's what Kelsey loves most about you. I think you guys complement each other very well. I think that you guys have made it this far, and you can only go further. And I hope to be in your lives for the rest of your lives. And I just wish you the best.
Just good luck. You're gonna have a lot of years together. Tough years, good years. You know, just make the most of it, and just make sure you guys are always there for each other. So.
I wish you good luck in your future endeavors, because I know Kelsey's about to say yes. You know, you guys are a great couple, power couple. Been together since, 5 years ago, 6 years ago? So, something like that. But good luck.
I wish you both the best. I love you both. I know that once you get engaged, once you get married, it's like, it's the first day of the rest of your life. But to be honest, Kelsey, you kind of been like family for like the past, 5, 6, 7 years. I can't even remember how long it's been. So, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for Zach. I love you both. But this is, it's the same as it's always been for me. You guys have always been together. You've always been married. It's just that now you have a ring on your finger.
Thank you guys for everything. You guys have always been there for me, always helped me out when I've needed it. I hope the best for you guys. I know you're going to be awesome moving forward. And if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to come grab me.
We love you guys, and honestly, we think like you're absolutely perfect for each other. I've never
Agreed.
met a couple I think more made for each other.
Yeah, agreed. Just have fun together. Don't rush into too much too soon. Enjoy each other before, enjoying everything else, right? Have fun together. Love you.
At this point, words can't really describe, my feelings for Kelsey. She's everything to me. Whenever I'm down or, she's always there to pick me up. She's, always been really supportive of me and always been by my side no matter what kind of trouble I got myself into. I guess really only 3 words. I love you. I mean, can't really think of anything else other than that. I love you, Kelsey. I love you so much, and I look forward to our future together.
And then last question. How do you feel? You're about to propose.
Really, really nervous. Probably not as nervous as asking her dad if I could marry her, but I'm really, really nervous, but also really excited. I'm looking forward to the next step of our relationship, and can't wait for her to be my wife.
So I guess what I want to tell Zach is I know that we've had our ups and downs. I know that we've had our moments where there have even been questions of, is this going to last? Like, is it really destined? Like, we met in high school. We were so young when we met. Like, can we make this work? I know there were so many moments of tears from me, from you, from our loved ones. And somehow, by the grace of God, we made it through everything. And I want you to know that no matter what, there may not be days that I like you. There may be days where I'm in the crappiest mood ever. You're in a crappy mood, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, you and I have always agreed that you don't go to bed angry. And we always talk through our problems, whether, again, there's tears involved, whatever. And I know that after 7 years of everything that we've been through, there's nothing else that can really come into play that would make it that we can't get through it. So just know that even on my crappiest days, even on your crappiest days, again, may not like you, but I will always love you.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Yeah.